Shalom. All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Kodesh. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of GMS, who are the true leaders of Israel today, and salutations to all of the Akim who do this work in truth and sincerity, who risking their lives and their freedoms to do so, as well as the scattered Israelites who come looking like the heathen but are not, by way of their forefathers' seeds who are Israelite men. The true name of the Most High is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahushai, and the Lord's holy chosen people are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as were the ones who suffer under the curses in the book of Deuteronomy. My name is Akalia, and I'm from the JMS Jamaica Kingston camp, and this video is about the blessing that has been given to the nation of Israel, and a part of that blessing is that we will own the heathen nations. All right. This is something that we actually spoke about last night at camp, and so the Spirit wants me to dive into it again. That's just how it is. Right here, you can see the table of nations, which consists of 18 nations, and at number 1 are the Israelites, Yasharallah, right? And then you have the other 17 nations. And as you can see, the white man is listed, who is Adawam, which is Edom, the so-called the Edomites, whose forefather is Esau, right? And they are the current rulers today. We are serving our final captivity under the Edomites, right? It is at the end of this captivity that Yahushai will deliver the elect of the nation of Israel from the four corners and from the destruction that will be happening to America by way of thermonuclear fire, by way of the ICBM missiles, right? So Esau, Edom, by the way, is known as sons of the wicked, right? And then you have all of the other nations listed from number 3 to 18. These are known as the sons of men. And then the Israelites, we are known as the sons of God. We are the Lord's holy chosen people and none else. There is no other nation that is a part of our blessing, no matter what kind of way you try to twist it, or individuals try to twist it. Okay, the blessing only belongs to us. This is 1 Chronicles chapter 16 and verse 13. O ye seed of Israel, his servant, ye children of Jacob, his chosen ones. He is the Lord Yahweh, our power. His judgments are in all the earth. Be ye mindful always of his covenant, the word which he commanded to 1,000 generations, even of the covenant which he made with Abraham, and of his oath unto Isaac, and hath confirmed the same to Jacob for a law, and to Israel for an everlasting covenant, saying unto thee, I'll give the land of Canaan the lot of your inheritance. All right, so the blessing is for us and us only, and no one else. All right, and a part of that blessing is that we will have the heathen as our slaves. Okay, we have served under them, under various kingdoms that they were given, and currently the so-called white man, he was given his rulership as well. Back in the book of Genesis, Esau was given his blessing that he would rule, and that he would rule by the sword. And this is what you're seeing literally at this very moment in time, right? But his rulership is coming to an end, and at the end of his rulership comes our rulership, as this is our final captivity. Okay, and so when it is that Yahushua returns to deliver the elect of the nation of Israel from the destruction in America, the 1/3 of Israelites in America will be delivered, and then the rest of the Israelites around the four corners of the earth that are a part of the elect will be delivered as well. And then that is when the kingdom starts, right? That's when the kingdom starts, and then we will begin to experience the fullness of our blessing, which, by the way, is coming very soon, because when you take a look at biblical prophecy, you can see that things are very close, especially when it comes to the mark of the beast prophecy, which is the microchip. That prophecy is speedily approaching. The systems are in place, the central bank digital currencies are being developed, the digital identification systems are being developed, and everything is just moving along in regards to that. So our salvation is very close. Okay. But once it is that this happens, then shall we rule over these heathen. Okay. And it says in the book of Psalms, chapter 2 and verse 8, it says, "Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession." So the heathen being our slaves is a part of our inheritance. It's a part of the blessing. Okay. And so is the rulership of the earth. And not only the earth, but everything else. Right? "Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel." Okay. When I say everything else, as it says in the book of John, "In my Father's house there are many mansions," which means that there are more than one. Earth isn't the only planet that exists. Okay. "Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel." So we will be ruling over the heathen in the book. Where am I going? In the book of Psalms, still in 149, it says, starting at verse 5, "Let the saints be joyful who are the saints, the Israelites. Let them sing aloud upon their beds, because it's a very joyous thing. Let the high praises of Yahweh Shemishai be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written, this honor have all his saints, praise ye the Lord Yahweh." So the blessing is for all Israelites, and all Israelites in the kingdom will participate in this blessing. Okay, well, all Israelites are blessed. All of the men will be kings and priests. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 1. And it says, "For the Lord Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them." The strangers here is referring to Israelites. "And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob." All right, always remember the blessing. Okay, strangers here is not talking about the heathen, because they cannot be joined onto us. That's not allowed. The Lord does not allow that. Okay. "And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord Yahweh for servants and handmaids." Okay, so who are going to be these servants and handmaids? The heathen. "And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, because we were captive under these heathen. And they shall rule over their oppressors, and we shall rule over our oppressors." Okay, so this day is coming. Let's jump to Isaiah chapter 2 and verse 2. "And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's Yahweh shall be, the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it." Now this is referring to the heathen nations when it says nations. Okay. "And many people shall go and say, Come ye, and let us go up to the Lord, to the mountain of the Lord Yahweh, to the house of the power of Jacob. And he will teach us his ways, and we will walk in his paths." So while we're in rulership, the heathen, they will see how it is that we're living, because we will then have the law, statutes, and commandments simply within us. So we will no longer go off. Okay. And the heathen will see how glorious we are, and they will want to be as such. They will never be like us, but they will see that by following the law, statutes, and commandments and living life in this kind of way, that it is a very great thing, and how, you know, how everything just works out for you, right? So they'll want to take part. And we will walk in his paths, for out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of the Lord Yahweh from Jerusalem. Okay? And it says, and he shall judge among the nations, and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. Right? And this precept right here just goes to show you as well that Esau, Edom, claiming that they are the Lord's holy chosen people is not true, because they're in rulership right now, and war is getting ready to start, World War III, which is also a part of biblical prophecy. Okay, so that's it. We shall possess the heathen when we're back in our blessing. So with that, all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shemishai, Bashim Kodesh. Shalom.